Head over to golfsupply.store.co.uk for your shaft grips and adapters. It's Jude at Kent Golf Club Repairs. Please subscribe and comment and like my channel. Here's a video with a set of Mizuno JPX921s changing from NS Pro Neos 950s to XP95 shafts. Enjoy the video. Right, here we go. This is me doing some spine lining. So you'll see that number on the load gauge is getting higher. What I am doing, I'm turning the shaft to try and get a high number. And the highest number means I've hit the true spine. And once I've done that, I will put tape around the top of the shaft. Here we go, and these are all the spines that I've found ready to install. Right, once the spine has been done, I need to tip each of the shafts and take the chrome off the end so they're able to bond once I've glued them. Right, these are the old shafts, so I need to pop the club into the vise. This is a special clamp that doesn't damage the shaft. And I apply a little bit of heat and then I will twist the golf club off. I can twist a golf club with a steel shaft because the shafts are more substantial than graphite. I wouldn't be able to remove a club head like this at all if I had a graphite shaft. There we go. Right, okay, there's all the shafts off, the head's ready to go. Right, now I had to make these D2 and D3, so the pitching wedge wants to be D3, so this is the first one up. And to do that we have to use tip weights, which is this brass thing in the end. So there's the pitching wedge, that's the brass tip weight, so it's just over a gram, so it's a 1 gram tip weight, pops into the end. And this is called a dry build. I would have tested that and that would have been a D3 swing weight. Here comes the 9 iron and there's the tip weight. That's a 4 gram tip weight, so that needs to go into the end, and that would make this one D2. And I need to make sure I make all the golf clubs now going down a D2 swing weight. So here goes, here's the 8 iron, and that swing weight looks like to be a 2 gram swing weight. There we go, it's a 2 gram swing weight, and that one's going to be a D2 as well. So onto the 7 iron. Let's have a look and see what tip weight this one is. There we go, the tip weight's out. And there we go, there's a 3 gram tip weight. That's all ready to go. Here comes the 6 iron. What tip weight did I put into this one? Here we go, it's a larger tip weight. So there we go, there's a 5 gram tip weight in the 6 iron. And onto the 5 iron. Let's see what tip weight we put in this one. This looks like a heavy one. There we go, an 8 gram tip weight into that one. So that's going to be D2 as well. And there we have it. So that's all the tip weights installed, and that was a dry build. They would have all been tested and they're ready to be glued. Yeah, so sorry, I forgot to press the record button while gluing the heads on. Right, and here we go. So we have got the 6 irons, so they're all in there, all spined aligned. So that's what those marks are for. We've got 14 minutes, and at the minute it's 72 degrees, so it's a bit hot, so I'll turn the heat down. There we go, so we've got 15 minutes and then they're ready to put the grips on. Right, okay, so the heads are all glued, they've all been spined, and I've got one in there. So this is the pitching wedge, and I've got a little like laser thing here which just sort of points the laser, so that goes underneath, and you just project the laser onto there. So the golf club's up, it's clamped in the frequency analyzer, so I'm not using that, I'm just using it as a clamp, and then we just give it a bit of a ping. You can see it's a straight line, and if we go up and down, see it's a straight line. So that just shows that the spine that I found out earlier was absolutely perfect. And there we go, just proves that spining works. Right, and there we go, there's 5 of the irons, and I've just done the check, so I've just had the golf clubs in to check the lie angle, and then you have the protractor up and we check the loft angle there. Okay, so that's all done. So everything's all good, everything all matches. That's those lovely looking heads on JPX921s. Right, okay, so if we have a look up, this is the customer spec sheet, so we're pretty much, I've just got to turn down the ferrules, but that's all we've done now. So you can see I've had to add weight into each, and you saw when I was gluing all the different weight tip weights went in. They're all absolutely spot on. So we've got D2 for most of them, and then the pitching wedge I always do a little bit heavier, so the pitching wedge is a D3. So just to show you, so we've got 5 iron, we're going to pop that in there, and you can see 5 iron, there we go, D2.0. So okay, so iron heads there and D2.0, and that is a 6 iron. Okay, so we can take that off. Right, and then goes to 7 iron. So we'll just pop that in. Okay, just wait for that head to stop moving around. Yep. Okay. If we have a look, there we go, D2.0, and that is the 7 iron. So we can now take that off. Ooh. Right, so now go for 8 iron. Again, lovely looking golf clubs. So we'll just pop that in, get that to the end. Okay, just going to get it to stop moving. So when you put it in, it can't be vibrating, otherwise a number pops up and down. Still moving, waiting for it to settle. There we go. 2.0. And that's the 8 iron. So if you think this is a little bit boring, but it's just we have to go through final checks, and it just shows you have to build. If you build it properly, you can be very precise with swing weight. And we normally round up or down, but I like getting it on the money. So we go 9 iron. We've got 2 more to go. Okay, so we've got that in there. Just wait for that to settle down. Okay, the head's still moving a tiny bit. And there we go, D2.0. And that is a 9 iron. So we can, sorry about the camera work, I'm doing everything one-handed. Take that one off. So this one's supposed to be, it's for pitching wedge, so this is going to be D3, okay? So we should be looking for a slightly higher number. Alright, I'm forgetting to use the camera. There we go, so got the pitching wedge in. My camera skills are not awesome. And there we go, D3.0. Okay, so you can see with all those tip weights, obviously measure the head weight. I've got to tick that one off. So you can see, took them apart, cleaned them all out, got the head weights. These are the tip weights I had to add, and you can see I'm absolutely on the money with the swing weights. And apart from turning down the ferrules and, I've just got to turn down the ferrules and then put the sharp labels on. So there we go. So that is the checks on the swing weight, and we've seen we've got them well, we've got them all done. So now we're on to, I need to turn down the ferrules. So when ferrules on there, new ferrules are on, and there's a little lip between the ferrule and the hosel. So I'm now turning each golf club on the belt to take away that lip, so it's nice and smooth, ready to finish it off with the acetone. One thing you have to make sure you do with when turning down ferrules is keep the golf club moving and turn the club into the direction of the belt, and then you won't get any flat spots. Okay, and then I can do that with all the other golf clubs. So once they've all been turned down, I now can finish them on this little contraption. So there's a bit of acetone going onto the pad, and I can pop the golf club in, give it a couple of turns, and then that's lovely and shiny, ready to go. And I can do that with the whole set. So now they're all done and they are looking really shiny. Right, now for the shaft labels, so a little bit of methylated spirit. Go on there and just clean off where the labels are going to be. Love the smell of that. Okay, so now we're all ready for the shaft labels. So here's the shaft labels. I can put them on, put it on the back of the golf clubs. Right, here we go. Here's me installing the first shaft label. So you have to get the shaft label in the correct position and make sure it's smooth with no air bubbles. And here's me doing the rest. You only get one attempt at putting shaft labels on, so you have to make sure they're flush, there's no air bubbles, and they're in the right place, because you cannot peel them off once they're installed. And there we go, that's all I'm done. The build is complete. There's the shaft labels, everything's done, all weighted. A very enjoyable build, and if you need me to help with any of your repairs or builds, you've got any questions, then please get in touch. Visit my website, kentgolfclubrepairs.com. Thanks for watching, see you next time.